The Washington Wizards defeat the Toronto Raptors 113-95 at home for their first preseason victory. Let's talk about it, y'all, next on Locked On Wizards.
You are Locked On Wizards, your daily Washington Wizards podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Brandon Scott again, and I appreciate you guys making Locked On Wizards your first listen every single day. We are part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every single day. And tonight's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Place your first $5 bet, and you'll get started with $200 in bonus bets guaranteed. All you have to do is visit FanDuel.com to get started. All right, everybody, watch Wizards get that dub tonight. First victory of the preseason. Two more preseason games to go. We got one on Monday and one on next Friday, so we're getting closer and closer to the regular season. But this was a pretty good victory for the preseason, man. And how did we get this victory? Easy, efficiency, shooting the ball. Now, not everybody follows suit, but overall as a team, man, this was an efficient night shooting the ball, man. If you look at the numbers, we shot 46% field goal percentage compared to the Toronto Raptors 35.8%, and we shot 39.5% for three-point shooting compared to their 21.2%. So we were a much more efficient team shooting the ball, man. Now, we did out-rebound them, but they out-rebounded us with offensive rebounds, man. But overall, shooting the ball, this was a highly efficient night. So let's take a look at the starting five. Now, tonight was a different starting five. Now, JP13 did, again, start at point guard, Blau at the 2, but Keyshawn George, a lot of noise around the league about Keyshawn George, man, being a really good pick in the later stages of the first round. He started at small forward, Kyle Kuzma back at the 4, and Alex Sarr did start at the 5. So different from the previous couple of preseason games where Valanciunas started at the 5, Alex Sarr at the 4, and Kuz at the 3. So let's take a look at the starting 5 real quick. JP13, not his best showing. 22 minutes tonight. Took him a while to get that first field goal tonight. He struggled. Only 2 turnovers, but he shot 1 for 7 for the field, 0 for 6 from 3, 1 for 2 from the charity strike. Did get 2 steals, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists, but not his best showing overall. Definitely, I think we all definitely expect a lot more, but he played decent the last couple of games, man, so definitely want to see him take hold of that starting point guard position, man, and really, we know he can definitely perform at a high level, but he's got to step it up. Not his best showing. All right, be cool. Bilal Coulibaly, man, 28 minutes, leading all Wizards in minutes played, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, shooting 3 for 5 for the field, 1 for 2 from 3, 6 for 6 from the charity strike. Love that, man. 3 steals, 1 block, only 2 turnovers, and put somebody on a poster. He did miss 1 dunk, man, trying to be a little too Hollywood, but it's all good because we love, man, he looks like a really good player, man, when he's got that confidence level, that high confidence level, man. So, like I said, a really good game by Bilal. Keyshawn George, man, like I said, this kid, you know, a lot of people talk about Bub Carrington being still in this year's draft. You got to give Keyshawn George his flowers, man. I mean, the kid can play. You know, he's that sniper, man, that shooter, that scorer. You know, he's got a guard's feel to him, man. You know, he's 6'8", but wants to play guard. He wants to play 2 guards, so he is swift, man. I love what I see from Keyshawn George. Now, tonight, played 21 minutes, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 for 4 from the field, 3 from 3. Woo! 3 steals. So, look, this starting 5 was very active and getting in passing lanes, man, because, look, Keyshawn George, 3 steals, Bilal Coulibaly, 3 steals, and Jordan Poole, 2 steals. Kyle Kuzma. Let's get on Kyle Kuzma tonight. Look, last couple of games, man, he looked pretty bad. Now, scoring-wise, he made up, man. He had a better game. 27 minutes tonight, 22 points. So definitely like to see that. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 7 for 17 from the field, 3 for 11 from 3. So yeah, you know, Kyle Kuzma is that scorer. You know, sometimes he will be a little too reliant on that jump shot, you know, from the 3-point shot. But he had the looks, man. It just didn't drop. He had the looks tonight. I didn't see too many shots he took that were hard shots or low percentage shots, man. He, the shot just wasn't dropping. So hopefully, once he, hopefully he gets going, especially the closer we get to the regular season, definitely want to see him ramp things up. All right. Well, another stat to look at with Kyle Kuzma, man, 5 turnovers tonight. So that was sloppy basketball time with him. And really with the team overall, especially in the first half. But he shot 5 for 9 from the charity strike. So you definitely want to see better numbers from the free throw line. And Alex Sarr, 21 minutes tonight, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 for 5 for the field, 2 from 3 from 3. So you see that 3-point possibilities with him, man. He can shoot that 3-point shot. 1 for 2 from the charity strike, 1 block, and only 1 turnover. So overall, With a guy like Alex Sarr, he's not the focal point of this offense. So when he gets 10 to 15 points, it's you're like, woo, right? But most of the time, you're going to see a stat line from 7 to 10 points a night. Hopefully, with him, you're looking more like 4 rebounds a night. I definitely want to see a lot more than that from him. But like I said, he has looked pretty good overall in the preseason. So let's get into the second unit real quick, everybody. Bub Carrington tonight, 12.6 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 5 for 12 from the field, 2 for 7 from 3, and 1 turnover. Better night from Bub, man. He's definitely ramping it up, definitely looking more comfortable. So definitely excited to see what he can do in the second unit, man, this season. Definitely intrigued because, like I said, we covered the last episode with special guest Greg Feinberg, man. NBA execs around the NBA, man, they're looking at him as a possible steal to draft. And I agree with them, man. Between him and Keyshawn George, they give you hope that this team's going to find, those deals, man. Grabbing Bub at 14, grabbing Keyshawn George in the later stages of the first round, man. They have the ability to grab these diamonds in the rough, whether it's in the later first round, you look at the Tristan Vucevic, whether it's in the second round, it gives you hope that this front office is going to be able to find talent, man, even if it's not in the lottery or in the top 10 capacity. So, Corey Kispert, come on now. Look, pay the guy. Stop playing. Pay the guy. Another good showing for Corey Kispert, man. 26 minutes played, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 7 for 11 from the field, 4 for 7 from 3, 2 for 3 from the charity strike, 1 steal, 2 blocks. He also cut the grass, got the mail, and saved an old lady helping across the street. He did it all tonight. The man looked good. And like I said, pay the guy. Pay the guy. He continues to look really, really good during the preseason and training camp, man. So like I said, they have till the 31st to sign him to an extension. Go ahead and talk to an agent, man. Go ahead and get him to stay, man. Because like I said, we need Corey Kispert here in DC, man. We need that shooter. We need that sniper. We need a guy who has the high basketball IQ, the guy who can move without the ball. You see the improved ball handling. The guy can play. And when you see the tandem with him and Keyshawn George in that second unit, come on now. Stop it. Stop it. Let's get through this, guys. Patrick Bond. Jonas Valanciunas, 22 minutes a night, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 2 for 4 from the field, 8 for 10 from charity strike, 1 block. We know we can do, man. He's that guy in the paint where you're going to get rebounds. We are definitely a better rebounding team this season with the addition of Jonas Valanciunas. And, he continues to have the hard-nosed approach to playing, man. And honestly, he's probably one of the nicest people I've ever met off the court, man. But on the court, he's a dog. And that's why he was brought here. That's why he was brought here to not only help mentor Alex Sarr, but to just bring that intensity to this team, a very young team. So overall, I love what I've seen from Jonas Valanciunas because over the years, man, he's been that Wizards killer. I've seen him skunk it so many times. So it's really refreshing to see a guy, who's been a known Wizards killer play quality minutes here in DC, man. So I definitely love it. All right, let's get through this, guys. Patrick Baldwin Jr., 5 points. Jared Butler, 11 minutes, 3 points. Johnny Davis, 6 points, 0 for 2. And kind of uneventful here, Tristan Vucevic, 4 minutes, 3 points. Anthony Gill, and then Kyra Lewis Jr. So overall, looking at Johnny Davis, look, I think the writing's on the wall. We're still +1. Now, I'm going to cover this on Sunday. We did waive Jalen Noel, but we picked somebody else up. I don't have his name on me right now, but we are still +1. So right now, there's still a battle for the last spot, man. So like I said, very uneventful Johnny Davis. And PBJ, he has had his moments, man. But overall, it's going to be a battle for that last spot and for the rest of the preseason, man. So like I said, you got about 2-3 players in this team that very well could be playing for, I'm not going to say career because I think they will pick up jobs somewhere else, whether it's in the NBA or overseas, man. But playing for the Wizards' career. Looking at Johnny Davis, has he lived up to that 10th overall pick? I think we all argue he hasn't. PBJ was, part of the move bringing Jordan Poole here. Has he shown that potential? And glimpses here and there. And Jared Butler, look, with Bub Carrington emerging as that point guard, man, he's shown that he can handle being the floor general, man. And especially with Michael Brogdon eventually coming back, could Jared Butler also be a guy that's on the fence, a fringe guy who could be let go? Maybe, even though I do really, really like Jared Butler. All right, so guys, we're going to get into some let's take it through the stats now. So, all right, everybody, we're getting into comments. Like I said, I'm going to cover a few things real quick, but we're going to go ahead and slide in the comments tonight, man, and chop it up like we always do. It's Friday night, y'all. So like I said, and real quick before we move on, guys, appreciate everybody. I put a message out on X and on YouTube. I didn't think I was going to make it tonight. We had a blackout here where I live. Somebody ran into a transformer down the road, so it knocked out almost the whole county. Not the county, but really where I live at, Stevenson, Virginia. So, like I said, definitely Power came back on. Definitely was looking forward to chopping up with you guys, man. So, like I said, appreciate the patience tonight. All right, so we're gonna get into comments and a few things before we do. But before we do, tonight's episode is brought to you by Gametime. So you guys know, look, I go to games all the time, man. This month, man, I'm looking to go watch my Commanders play the Panthers. Heading out to Charlottesville to watch UVA take on them Tar Heels. Very, very busy year round. We're going to games, man. And to me, Gametime's the best of all the apps, man. I ain't gonna name drop no apps, man, but they need to step it up because there's 3 reasons why I really, really like Gametime. Number 1, Gametime picks. Creation makes it easier to save more on sports tickets. But look, y'all, not just sports tickets. Concerts, comedy shows, theater events, etc. All that. Seat views. Get a view from your seat in the app before you buy so you know exactly what your view is and if you're getting your money's worth, man. And last, Gametime ticket coverage. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. Yes, sir. So look, take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use promo code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. And look, terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONNBA. LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off. What time is it? Game time, baby. All right, everybody, let's get into this, man. Because I had something I thought I wanted to cover, but let's see. Now we go ahead and get in the comments, everybody. Like I said, we're gonna start this Friday night off like we always do. All right, so let's start off with the first comment for the night. Joshua Cotton. And he said, I really don't want to see Kuzma play another preseason game. I mean, he's hurting a little bit, man. You know, he's definitely hurting a little bit. Definitely want to see him step it up. You know, he's the number 1 scoring option. He's got to step it up. He just hasn't had that drive like he usually has, man. And like I said, tonight he looked good. And 22 points, you know, efficiency, you could say to a certain degree, it did take a hit, you know, 7 for 17, but, you know, 3-11 from 3. But like I said, the shot just wouldn't drop it. I think that he took a lot of good looks. Yeah, or he had a lot of good looks. He took a lot of good shots. Just wasn't dropping. But yeah, I'm with you, man. You definitely overall you want to see him be that dog, be that number 1 option, man. And I think he played well tonight. Like I said, he definitely made up for the last 2 preseason games. But no, I gotta disagree with you. I think that he needs all the reps he can get. You know, he needs because look, sports, especially basketball, but sports overall is all about you know, streaks, man. You know, building up consistency. And I don't want him to sit and then you go into the regular season and then it's like, all right, he's got to ramp back up again. Now I'd rather him get these reps, hit the ground running, you know, opening night. Let's get this thing started. So, but you know, definitely appreciate the comment, man. But I'm with you. But I think, you know, we're going to see a much improved play for him going forward, hopefully. Like I said, number 1 option, man. Let's get into it. Desan, what's up? Let's see. The downfall of manga argue on Twitter with your fans, Kuzma will be studied. He looks like he lost all interest in his team. I will admit, man, appreciate the comment, Desan. I'll say this as far as I'm not going to get too political, man. It's not really a platform for that, but you know, he went manga heavy and then, you know, he kind of flip-flopped. So he went through his fair share of flip-flopping politically on social media, man. And like I said, I do believe that, you know, politics can be a heck of a thing, right? And I think that we all are within the rights to express and have the freedom to vote and support whoever we want. But here's the thing, though: when you're a public figure like that, you have to be smart about it. And when you argue with fans, it's not a good look. But like I said, it is what it is on that point. But him being interested in the team, he does not look interested. I'm with you on that point, man. He does not look like he's in it. You know, he looks like he's out of it. You just don't see that same. And if you look at the players who are kind of really active talking to people, Jordan Poole's been talking to people. You know, he talked to Bub. You know, he's been very vocal on the court. So I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, it's not something off the court. Hopefully, you know, everything's all right, man. We'll see on that front. But look, he's the number 1 option. And if he truly indeed wants to be in DC, he's got to step up and play. And if not, you know, if your eyes are on making a move, then you got to help us help you. And that's kind of where I'm at. You know, I like how Kuzma, man. You know, I've liked him coming over. I didn't like the. I'll admit, I wasn't a fan of him in LA. I was not at all. I was not a fan at all. But once he came over to the Wizards, you know, you saw a guy who grew up, a guy who matured, a guy who really became a complete player here in DC. But look, here's the thing, man. We know you're that scoring-minded guy. You've got to be more efficient. You got to find ways to let your game set other people up for success. And you definitely want to see him step up because being that number 1 option carries responsibility, in my opinion. So I'm with you on that. Desan also says, did you see that Johnny Davis hesitation 3 Also, airball to bunny layup. He's playing himself out of the job. Yeah, I mean, you can argue he's probably been playing himself out of the job for a while now. He just, I say it all the time, confidence. But here's the thing. I mean, yeah, how do I say this? It's like confidence with a young player is very key, and they have to put him in the best position to be confident. But I don't know what else his team needs to do. Like, he has to perform, and I get it. 6 minutes is not enough, but I think that the jury's out. I don't see him being past the preseason. I don't, because it's a new front office. They have their own people. Realistically, where would you put Johnny Davis if you were to retain him and give him playing minutes? It would be a 2 guard on second unit, and I think Keyshawn George has done enough that he's already shown he's a better player. It is what it is. I mean, Keyshawn George is a better player, and he wants to play guard. He wants to play 2 guard. And I think that, again, if you look at Bub Carrington taking over, and not so much. It really depends on Malcolm Brogdon. When he comes out, he's definitely going to be the primary ball handler for the second unit, but you're definitely going to see some minutes for Bub. But that 1-2 punch, man, with Corey Kispert and Keyshawn George to me has played Johnny Davis out of the job here in DC. So I'm with you on that, man. So, all right, everybody, I'm going to do one more comment, and then we're going to get to an ad break. All right, Edian, what's up, man? How you doing? He said Kispert is such a good player, man. I'm with you. Pay the man. Pay him. I don't care. Pay Corey Kispert. Pay him. He has shown that he's ready to go. He has no problem with what we're doing here. He's shown that he can be that microwave scorer off the bench, the basketball IQ, his ability to move without the basketball, his ability to slash the basket, attack the basket. The list goes on. I mean, he's shown his value and his worth to the team. Look, going forward, yes, it's all about progression, young talent, development. But you need those vets. You need that guy, a shooter. So pay the man. Pay Corey Kispert. Pay him. All right, guys, we're going to get into more comments. But before we do, tonight's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Hey, NFL fans, you can start the season with a big return on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. So when you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check out the latest stats, view live, play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. You'll get started with $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. That's it. That's FanDuel.com. And thank you guys for making Locked On Wizards your first listen today. I appreciate that. I really do. For your second listen, find Locked On Fantasy Basketball. Become a fantasy basketball expert and get the edge over your league mates with daily tips from Josh Lloyd. Find Locked On Fantasy Basketball on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. All right, everybody, let's get back in this thing. Let's finish this thing up. Like I said, first dub of the preseason, and definitely appreciate y'all coming out and rock with your boy, because we almost did do this episode. So I'm very, very glad we did this episode, man, because we got the power came back on, man. So loving it. All right, let's get into it. Playing Opposite says, based on the exit interviews, Kuz said he wanted to become a better leader by getting others involved, and he's not following suit. Yes, I'm with you on that. I mean, he's got to find ways to use his game, attack the basket, man. And like I said, tonight, he did have good looks. They didn't drop. But I think teams know that he is very reliant on that jump shot. Attack the basket, man. I mean, he did get the free throw line, and then again, he missed 4 free throws. So he's got to capitalize, man. You are the number one option. Look, we know that JP13 was going to take a small step backwards. Obviously the 1-2 punch offensively is Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma. He's got to have that dog factor, man. He's got to have that mentality, man, a scores mentality. You know what I mean? So he has to be more efficient. 3 for 11 from 3. Yes, he could be very, very reliant on that jump shot, man. So use your height, use your skill level to get others involved. And I think he knows that, man. Like I said, preseasons, I definitely want to see more from him. Definitely ramp up, getting close to opening night, man. EDM back at it. Kispert should definitely start, and I like that they put JV in the second unit. Yeah. I mean, like I said, head coach Brian Keefe is going to try different combinations, different lineups. Jonathan Valanciunas look good on the second unit. So you're going to see different lineups, and I think that's a really good thing that they're doing that, man. You're going to see what works, what doesn't, and not become stagnant. Wes Unseld Jr. was notoriously known for just using the same lineup time and time again, regardless of the game plan, regardless of certain matchups, certain teams. He rolled out the same lineup all the time, and it really shortcutted the potential of this team. You look at what the NBA is trying to do is positionless basketball, versatility. And this is a very versatile team. So you want to see your coach be very versatile, game plan. Definitely look at matchups and act accordingly. So I'm with you on that. Edian also said, Bilal, I'm with you on that. Bilal missed that dunk, man, but trying to get a little cute, but it's all good, man. Bilal is definitely, he has much improved ball handling. And, he added a mid-range shot. He's more comfortable with the 3. We're going to see some progression from him this year. You're going to see he's definitely going to step it up offensively. Defensively, he picked it up where he left off. He's a dog defensively, but offensively, you're going to see a much better player, in my opinion. He's looking a lot more comfortable, man, on the court. All right, Playing Officer says, love what I'm seeing from all the young guys. I just want the coaching staff to get Tristan Vucevic some quality minutes as well. I'm with you on that. I definitely want to see more from Tristan Vucevic. Now, I will say this. I think it has a lot to do with the current makeup of the roster. You have Jonas Valanciunas, you have Rashawn Holmes. We didn't see Rashawn Holmes tonight. You didn't see him at all. So you have him, Marvin Bags didn't get any minutes tonight. So like I said, you're going to see a lot of that. So you're not going to see a very consistent game plan yet till opening night. But I'm with you on that. Eventually, especially in the second half of the season, you want to see some minutes for Tristan Vucevic because I think he can play. And very limited action in his preseason. He's performed. So I definitely want to see a lot more minutes from him. Stuart O'Flaherty, what's up? How you doing tonight? He said that Kuzma wasn't efficient, but overall they all played well and played together. Yeah, I agree. Kispert and Koulibaly look ready to roll. Yes, sir. Karatin could start. It's nice to watch them methodically take over the game. Great comment. I agree 100%. Kuzma wasn't efficient, but he had a good game. Absolutely. 22 points, he stepped it up as being a scorer, man. So I don't have too much to complain about other than the efficiency. He played well. You just want to see him get better at creating for others too. You know what I mean? But, his number one job is to be that scorer. And he definitely stepped it up tonight. So, look, got nothing to say about that. Kispert and Koulibaly, they look ready to roll, man. Say, man, look ready to roll. And Carrington, he definitely start. And that's what I'm saying. This team made it known that they're investing in a potential backup of Jordan Poole and Bub Carrington, because we know that Bub can definitely play on ball and off ball. And so, like I said, there's a lot of potential with a future backcourt with him and Jordan Poole. Like I said, he's played well. And he definitely played a lot better. But definitely want to see him pick it up, man, and be that dog, man, because Bub Carrington, man, he's a dog. He's a killer on the court, man. So definitely excited to see what he can do going forward. Eddie Moore, what's going on? How you doing? He said, I like where they are heading. Yeah, they're heading in the right direction. It's going to take a little bit, man. It's going to take 2-3 more years of rebuilding, man. And I get it. In sports, you're in it to win it, right? You play to win the game, but it is hard to watch, progression, of young guys be the victory. And it's tough to watch development, but it's something we haven't been through yet, and it's something that we desperately needed. And like I said, I'm giving them a guy who's notoriously known for throwing smoke through my fair share of smoke when Bradley Beal was here, because I wanted a direction, man. I felt like we didn't have a direction for a long time, but I have no problem throwing smoke. But like I said, I'm gonna be a little patient over the course of the next couple of years, man. But like I said, you as a fan, as an analyst, as a member of the media, you want to see, covering this team, you want to see progression. You want to see progression year in and year out. So I think we're definitely heading in the right direction. Cam Mingo, my guy, how you doing tonight, Cam? Every rookie is having a turn to shine. Absolutely. First it was Sarr, then it was George, and tonight it was Carrington. Look, man, this draft class, and don't forget, this was a draft class that people were calling trash. They don't look trash to me. All three of these rookies can play. All three can play ball, man. They just need proper development and time. And I'm telling you, we are cooking with oil. You add in the 2025 draft, 2026, I firmly believe by 2027, we are going to be a team that's going to be challenged for playing a playoff spot. I'm telling you, because this class looks good. And like I said, next year is obviously the shining one, right? A lot of high impact guys, man. And I definitely think if we hit next year's draft, man, and you add the experience that these three guys are going to gain this season, and you add in a second year Bilal Koulibaly and the first full year of Jordan Poole being a point, you're going to see a much better team next year and going forward. This team's going to continue to get better and better. So, like I said, I'm being patient. I'm letting Will Dawkins cook, and I'm letting Brian Keith do his thing. Let's get into it. Uptown Drake, what's good? He says, yo, my brother, solid dub. Just keep transcending each game. Wiz Kids, absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my man, Uptown Drake. Yeah, solid dub, man. Keep getting better, Wiz Kids. Keep getting better, man. Like I said, it's all about the process, man. It is all about the journey. And look, we're heading in the right direction. Red Wings 01, how you doing? Okay, Kuzma, that's how you hoop. Yes, sir. He had a much better game tonight. So, definitely give him his flowers, man. He had a much better game. The one knock, again, efficiency, but we need him to be that scorer. So, like I said, he definitely bounced back in a big way tonight with 22 points. Let's see. No Breaks New, my guy, man. And if you guys don't follow him or watch his podcast, man, or listen to his podcast, man, there's much listen or much CTV. Definitely holler at my guy, No Breaks New, man. He said Keyshawn has been the best wizard of the preseason. He's earned minutes. I feel good about Sarr. Bub gets the game. Hosting on the triplets. nailed the draft. I hope we keep Kispert. Be cool, looks solid. I agree on all points, brother. All points, I agree. Keyshawn looks good, man. He's earned some minutes in the regular season. Sarr, you see the potential. He has definitely bounced back from a really rough summer league. Bub is a dog. He just needs to get his foot hit the ground running, and he'll be just fine. But Kispert and Be Cool, they're looking to definitely take a step forward this year, man. I'm telling you, they're going to take a massive step forward in their individual development as players, man. Like I said, Corey Kispert, pay the man. Pay him. Come on now, pay the man. And then Be Cool, he looks a lot more comfortable. So I'm with you on that, man. Definitely appreciate it, brother. Alexander, he says they had opportunity to trade this loser, Luzma. Oh, Lord. I mean, you got a point, but look, man, it is what it is at this point with that trade. We all know he's got an unofficial trade clause. They asked him if he wanted to go, and for some reason, I don't know. For some reason, he thought Dallas wasn't ready, and you know what? He did make valid points. And if they add him and not PJ Washington, do they still make it? We'll see how much does his game change, what chemistry they had in Dallas at the time. PJ Washington and Gafford might have been better fits for the chemistry over there. We'll see. But at some point, you got to move. And right now, the asking price is 2 first rounders. And like I said, it behooves him if he wants to stay long term. Or when I say long term, 3 years, then he's got to step up, be that guy, be that scoring threat, man, so he can let other guys like Be Cool and Alex Sarr develop. And then when it's time for them to take more responsibility offensively, then you can, whatever. But at some point, you make a move. You do not let him walk. You definitely get value from, right now, best player on the team. And you can argue, as far as, he's the best player on the team. He's the number one option. So, you have to get trade value from him. So I'm with you on that. I ain't called a man to lose. But, like I said, at some point, you got to get some value from your best player, man. So, Chef, what's going on with you? How you doing? Said corner Kuz is so much better than step back Kuz. I agree with you, man. The step back just ain't cooking, man. But I'm telling you, corner Kuz is a lot better, man. I say we stick with that narrative, man. Let's go ahead and keep that because he looks better. Like I said, he's going to do his thing at small forward, man. We'll see what his like I said, they're going to go through a lot of lineups. So we'll see opening night if he's going to be that day in and day out small forward. We shall see. All right. Link, what's going on with you? Says, I think it's preseason, so they're just seeing what works. But I thought they should let Poole play make more because the rooks eat off of that. I agree. Let him be more of a playmaker and definitely feed a lot of these rookies, man, and definitely set up Corey Kispert and Kyle Kuzma, set him up on the outside, man. So I'm with you on that. Definitely put him, give him the ball. Let him do his thing. And I think that's the best thing for the development of Jordan Poole being the starting point guard is just give him the ball, let him do his thing. Let him dictate pace. Let him be that floor general. Let him be that quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Then give him a lot more responsibility because, look, he wants to be a leader. He wants to emerge as a better leader. Put him in better leadership positions. And by doing that, you're going to make him a better player, not only as a leader, but just overall on the court. Lachlan Law, what's going on with you? He says preseason games are not much of an indicator of anything. Let's get to the regular season and develop the youth. I agree on all points. Development of the youth, yes, sir. And, like I said, preseason, a lot of people are saying that, sit some of these guys, don't set them. Hit the ground running. You definitely want to see this potential momentum go over to the regular season. When you sit guys, they got to ramp everything back up. Definitely want to see momentum carry over to the regular season, man. Big J52 was good. All right, let's see. Yes, sir. Question mark. And then it says, yes, sir. Good team win. Absolutely, my brother. Very, very good team victory. Armand, what's up? How you doing tonight? It says Keyshawn, Tracy McGrady, George. Oh, man. Tracy McGrady. That was my guy, too, man. That was my guy. Keyshawn George, man, they hit the nail on the head with this kid, man. They found a diamond in the rough with him at the 24th overall pick, man. They found a good one. And that's what I'm saying, man. Overall, Will Dawkins has done an immaculate job, finding talent, especially through the draft. His trade game's been on point. You can look at certain things here and there, not trading Tyus or maybe not moving Kyle Kuzma or, you look at certain things, but overall he's done well, man. He's done well in my opinion because, the biggest thing is not, you definitely want to hit your lotto picks, even though it's a lot easier towards the first overall, to kind of evaluate talent. But when you're finding those players in the later stages of the first round, the second round, look at that Vucevic, making those moves like Bob Carrington, like I said, the Denny move wasn't the most popular, but in hindsight, you see the magic behind it, acquiring that 14th, getting a first round pick in 2029, getting a mentor and Malcolm Brogdon. hit, you killed a lot of birds in one stone with that move, man. So, like I said, like where we're headed, man. All right, the Son of God says George, Sarr, and Blau on the floor together will definitely be the future defensive lineup. Absolutely, man. George showed a lot more energy defensively than I expected. Now, his scouting report says that he had defensive potential, but he's a baller, man. And you see this is his personality and the way he carries himself. They're having fun. They're just playing. Like I said, there's no expectations for these young guys right now. It's all about development. So they're having fun, especially Bub, they're having fun. Keyshawn George is, he's a really, he's a young guy who's just having fun. He's going out there playing. He's playing at a high level, man. So, all right, that is it, everybody. Like I said, I definitely appreciate everybody being patient and going through multiple messages of not doing the show and then not doing the show. But like I said, definitely appreciate you guys. Oh, we got one more comment, man. Let's see before we roll, everybody. Let's see. T Genius said, would you rather the Wizards drafted Bub Carrington or Jared McCain? Easy question. Bub Carrington. Easy. Even though I would say this, Jared McCain in Philly, he's going to do well. I think he's going to be a really good player in this league, man. But Bub Carrington, to me, he's star potential. And tell you right now, we're heading in the right direction, everybody. So definitely keep the faith. And again, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate you guys being patient, rocking with me tonight. So we're gonna go ahead and call it night because it's Friday night, and this bourbon bottle has been giving me the evil eye all night, man. So I gotta open them up. So all right, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and call it a night. Now, if you guys drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. And everybody have a blessed weekend. If you pray, definitely keep everybody in your prayers in Florida, in Georgia, Tennessee, Western North Carolina, and Southwest Virginia. A lot of, the tornadoes, hurricanes, or the hurricanes did lead up to tornadoes and the flooding. Definitely, if you're a praying person, definitely keep them in your prayers. But if you guys want to give to any charities, anything connected to that, definitely recommend that. So like I said, we'll see you guys on Sunday. Hail to the Wizards and peace. See you guys next time.